What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. TGIF, right? Thank God it's Friday. Got the full keyboard out today. Not just the app on the phone, but the full keys are here. What's up, Kelly? What's up, Seth? What's up, Jermaine? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're gearing up for a good weekend. Hope you're staying safe, everybody. What's up? Hey, from South Africa. Thanks for watching in South Africa. I've not seen the new Home Free video yet. I'm going to try to check it out by Monday. I've already got stuff scheduled for the weekend. What's up, Eli? Eli is also a baritone. Yes, baritone squad. That's where it happens. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. This song's been on my mind today. Gotta be birds flying higher in a sky so blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? There must be peace and understanding sometimes. Strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubts and fears. If I can dream of a better sun where hope is shining on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun shine through? Lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has a strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. He can fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out in the dark, there's a beckoning candle, oh yeah. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true. Right now. I've never played that song in my life, so I chose right now on a YouTube live where I literally get one shot to do it to do it now. Yeah, there you go. You hear that loud truck out there? That's how you know I live in the South. Hey, if you're watching right now, please click the like button, the thumbs up, to help out the algorithms. We can leave the Christmas lights up till January. our house, we make the rules. And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years? Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever now? Take me home, take me home. You're my lover. If I had to pick, I'd say Coke. We can let our friends crash in the living room. This is our place, we make the calls. And I'm highly suspicious that everyone who sees you wants you. I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, I want them all. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever and ever? Take me out, take me home. You're my lover. I'm from Alabama. Olaf. Olaf's #1 fan. In summer, I had a wedding band before COVID, and then all our gigs got canceled because all the weddings got postponed because COVID. Yippee. How you guys doing today? Let me know if you got any requests. Let me know if you got any requests, folks. It's from South Carolina. Oh yeah, I've been to South Carolina many, many times. Many times. This shirt I got from my future mother-in-law. Emily's mom, my fiance's mom, gave me this shirt for Christmas. I was the one who had it all. I was the master of my fate. I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth today. I'll never shake away the pain. Well, yeah, I'm still engaged, Hannah. What do you think happened? I close my eyes, but she's still there. I let her steal into my melancholy heart. It's more than I can bear. I like some rock and metal. I'm a baritone. Yeah, it's probably more so me too. Kelly lived in Greenville, South Carolina for 7 years. A recreation of God Heals the Broken. God heals the broken. He meets them where they are. Looks past all their sorrows and sees through all their scars. God sees the broken, never out of sight. What's up, Paul? He shines his light down on them and makes their darkness bright. Don't hide in fear, for he is near, waiting to meet you here, to bring back hope again, way back home again, where you're made whole again. God heals the broken. His arms are open wide. Know the joy you'll find, and the reason why is because God heals the broken. Yeah, it's the first song I ever wrote. Building a fort with all kinds of supplies that I found in my garage. Filming my very own TV show on a camera I bought at Walmart. Spending hours on a PlayStation trying to beat Crash Bandicoot Warped. Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. Jotting down words on a Taylor Swift notebook as I wrote my very first song. Throwing a football at 10 p.m. with some friends in a church parking lot. Singing Nickelback, karaoke, and laughing until we were sore. Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. We could use a little boredom. We could use a little boredom. And today, me and the family going out for dinner on a random Tuesday night. Sitting in the yard for hours in October, 'cause it's feeling so good outside. Crying my eyes out on April 13th, the last time that Kobe Bryant scored. Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. We could use a little boredom. We could use a little boredom. And today, what's up guys? What's up Andrea? Today, oh today. Everybody be sure to click the like button if you hadn't already. Stopping by my sister's house on the way home to go in and play with my niece. Laying on the couch with my fiance with Boy Meets World on the TV. Watching Papa fall asleep in his chair and covering our ears as he snores. Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. Put the phone down, just be bored. Put the phone down, just be bored. Put the phone down, just be bored. Little Just Be Bored for you. That song's on my channel. Somebody asked about God Heals the Broken. That's on my channel too. It's also on Spotify, iTunes, any digital platform. God Heals the Broken's on there. Just Be Bored's on my channel as well. Hey, I want to say this to you guys. I mentioned this yesterday. Um, there's a family friend, a person in our community. He's in his 30s. I got a kid that's a senior in high school. Got a wife, and he's been on a ventilator with COVID for a couple of weeks now, and he is not doing well. It's looking bad. And we're asking everybody to please pray for him. They brought in his wife today to let her know that at the current hospital he's at, there is really nothing else they can do for him there. And the only shot he's got is to transfer him to another hospital, and all of the hospitals are full. All the ICUs are full. They can't get him anywhere because there's other people fighting COVID at those hospitals. And so pretty much they're either going to find somewhere else to put him to at least give him a shot, or he's on limited time. So, I mean, it's bad. It's bad. His son is starting his senior year of high school. He's in the band. The first football game is tonight. And this is supposed to be a great day, right? This is supposed to be a joyous day for him. And instead, he's finding out that his dad is, in a bad way right now. So, if you're the praying type, please send those and just, send a lot of love their way. His name's Lynn. And he's one of, Colt. I know about. I'm with Stowtown Records as well. I'm with Stowtown too. Me and my family, and we're excited to have David Phelps as a label mate. And I just filmed a reaction to his song "Hello Beautiful." It'll be up tomorrow, and I need to check out his new one, "Song for Sinners," like you said. But yeah, please pray for them, and just think about them today, and thinking about everybody else. I know there's people everywhere that are battling COVID, or they've got a loved one battling COVID. Hospitals are full. ICUs are full. It's bad, right? It's terrible. And now you have people who need to be transferred to other places to get the proper care they need, and they can't be because the ICUs are full at those places. And it's a nightmare. For those of you who don't know, my family, the Steels, we're with Stowtown Records as well. We put out an album with them last year, and that album's on digital platforms, and this is our current single off of that album out at Gospel Radio. We serve a God who does not have to prove himself in any way, but we serve a God who continually proves himself every day, and each time the day turns into night, and then the night gives way to light. Each time a lost sinner is welcomed in. Got something in my throat. He's proving he's faithful once again. He's proving he's faithful once again. Of his resurrection, and now I sing, but he didn't know me anything, and now here I stand, and all I see is his faithfulness all around me. And each time the day turns into night, and then the night gives way to light. Each time a lost sinner is welcomed in, he's proving he's faithful once again. He's proving he's faithful once again. That's our current single. That song's called Faithful Once Again. It's on all digital platforms. Some of you have heard some of the music that I've done with my family, the Steels. What is that, something about For Dear Life? Wrote that song at like the lowest point of my life. That song's called Faithful Once Again. Hey, Anine? Yeah, absolutely. Aunt died last week. That some people died because of COVID. Yeah. Prayers for you, my friend. I'll check it out, Hannah. Healing isn't something that happens overnight. It's just one of those things that takes time. Usually Paul. And I'm still healing, not where I need to be yet. Not yet. Depression isn't something you ever expect. It tears your world in two, it scares you to death. Yet I'm feeling a little stronger every day. And if I had to rely on my own strength, the pain would have killed me. Long ago it would have killed me. But now I know all my hope and my joy and my self-worth is found in you. It renews me. Long ago, it renews me. Every day it sustains me. I haven't sang this song in a while. And now I'm holding on for dear life to your arms that hold me tight. And everything is alright. Holding on for dear life. That one's on my channel as well. This was the first original song I think that I uploaded. On YouTube. For Dear Life. I wrote that song during a tough time in my life. But it's been able to help people, so appreciate that, Robert. What y'all want to hear? Or do you just want to chat? Said I like to sing an A, so here's A. A C. Oh man. That's not the right key. There once was a ship then sunk to sea, and the name of the ship was a Billy on her. I don't know all the words of that at all. My mother told me I don't think I can pull that one off without first rehearsing. surprised to see that he's not political. They know about his judging, not much about his loving. Let me ask you one thing right now before you go. What if Jesus would embrace the unembraceable, taking time to fix the breakable? What if he loved us so? What if he cried when we majored on our differences and were divided by our prejudice? What if we remembered why he died? What would the world be like? Would anything be different if we knew there was a difference in the way he's been presented and the way he really is? Do we know some who would love him, still others who would hate him? Meeting up with him Wednesday makes you stop and wonder, is it different now than then? And what if Jesus would embrace the unembraceable, or take time to fix the breakable? What if he loved us so? What if he cried when we majored on our differences and were divided by our prejudice? What if we remembered why he died? Chris, are you kidding me? Chris Reacts, are you still on here? Dude, Chris, I was literally, because sometimes I'll get on YouTube and I will look up other channels similar to mine to just kind of see what they're doing, see what's popular right now. And I stumbled upon your channel the other day, Chris, and now you're in the chat. Small world. Thank you for hopping on, Chris. Anybody used to listen to the 90s country? I said hello, I think I'm broken, and though I was only joking, it took me by surprise when you agreed. Man, that's awesome, Chris. I was trying to be clever. For the life of me, I never would have guessed how far the simple truth would lead. Kelly, do you remember Diamond Rio? You knew all my lies. You knew all my tricks. You knew how to heal that pain no medicine can fix. And I bless the day I met you, and I thank God that he let you lay beside me for a moment that lives on. And the good news is I'm better for the time we spend together, and the bad news is you're gone. Looking back, it's still surprising. I was sinking, you were rising, and with a look you caught me in midair. Does anybody know this song? Now I know God has his reasons, but sometimes it's hard to see them, and I awake and find that you're not there. You found hope in hopeless. You made crazy sane. You became the missing link that helped me break my chains. And I bless the day I met you, lay beside me for a moment that lives on. And the good news is I'm better for the time we spend together. And the bad news is you're gone. The bad news is you're gone. You're gone. That's when they do that big thing at the end. And then they do an instrumental. It's really good. That's back when country music was good, folks. Can I just say that? What a lyric. The good news is I'm better for the time we spent together. The bad news is you're gone. Oh, gosh. It just hits you right here, folks. You want to hear the first song? Speaking of that older country, this is the first song I ever learned on the piano, fresh out of high school. I have not, Ian. Alone in this house again tonight. Anybody know this song? I got the TV on. You get an Air 5 if you know this song. Sound turned down and a bottle of wine. There's pictures of you and I on the walls around me. The way that it was and could have been surrounds me. I'll never get over you walking away. I've never been the type to ever let my feelings show. And I thought that being strong and never losing any self-control, but I'm just strong enough to let go of my pain. To hell with my pride, let it fall like rain from mine. Tonight I wanna cry. Man, it's been so long since I played that. That was the first song. I'm a massive Keith Urban fan, still to this day. His music has like followed me throughout my life. And so that was the first song I ever learned on the piano. Tonight I wanna cry. Oh, that's a good song. So good. Somebody on here earlier asked what the oldest band that I listened to was. And I don't know, because I listen to a lot of classic rock and things like that. But I would have to say it's the Beatles, probably, honestly. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. That's probably the oldest band I listen to. I'll give it a listen, Paul. Hey, my dad's on here, everybody. My dad's on here, and he's got a stomach bug right now. So y'all send some love to him. It's not as dramatic as what some others are going through, but oh my gosh, my light's gone out. Oh Lord. Got that. Blue ain't your color. I can see you over there staring at your drink, watching that ice sink all alone tonight. And chances are you're sitting here in this bar 'cause he ain't gonna treat you right. Well, it's probably not my place, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You look like you hadn't felt the fire, had a little fun, hadn't had a smile in a little while, baby. 'Cause blue looks good on the sky, looks good on that neon buzzing on the wall, but darling, it don't match your eye. I'm telling you, you don't need that guy. It's so black and white, he's stealing your thunder. Baby, blue ain't your color. I'm not trying to be another just pick you up kind of guy, trying to drink you up, trying to take you home. Has somebody mentioned Tennessee whiskey? It's like the same chord progression. Used to spend my nights at a barroom, liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle and brought me back. Too far gone. You're smooth. What are you talking about, Jermaine? It's Tennessee whiskey. You're a sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as glass brandy, and I stare stone on your love all the time. Woo! That's such a fun song to sing. Hey, if anybody's just joining on, as I mentioned earlier, dear family friend in our community has currently been on the ventilator for a couple of weeks now with COVID, and things aren't looking good for him right now. His family's been kind of called in and told that the hospital he's at, they can't do anything more with him there. They would transfer him, but they can't find any beds anywhere, and they pretty much said that's the only way he's going to get a shot to survive is if they can transfer him somewhere that can care for him better, and they can't find anywhere right now. So really, if you're the praying type, really wish you would send some prayers his way. We're all thinking about him today in our community. Him and his family, his son, as I said earlier, senior in high school. He's in the band, and the first football game is tonight. So this should be like a great, joyous day for him, and it's not going to be. And that's just heartbreaking. So please pray for them. Send some love their way. And I know we've all known somebody, or we've maybe been the person that's been affected by COVID. So appreciate that, Daniel. Fellow Home Fry. Yeah, I saw they came out with a new song today. I have to listen to it soon. I don't listen to it until I can listen to it on here. Why? Why is the light going off, folks? Why is it happening? If it happens one more time, I'm just going to leave it off, and we're going to be in the dark. What do you got insight on how Jake can pick up a guitar because he comes Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to bring my keyboard to Nashville next week to hang out with Jacob. I'm gonna have to bring this along so we can play a little. Are you watching SmackDown tonight? Becky Lynch and Ponytail Brock Lesnar. Oh yeah, SmackDown and Rampage tonight. I'll probably check them out both. My fiance's coming to town here in a little bit, so I'll probably watch it on DVR because of that. But definitely going to check it out. Should be, hey, wrestling business is heating up a little bit. Actually getting a little interesting with Becky and Brock, but mostly, I mean, come on. I think we all know what the number one. Anybody that watches wrestling knows what the number one story is right now, and that's the return of CM Punk. Personality. What a time. I know you are. I know you dream. Hey, somebody give Jermaine a hug, folks. Jermaine's looking for a hug in the comments. Somebody come through. And let's see if we can get this thing to 30 likes. We got 23 likes, 23 thumbs up so far. 7 more will get us to 30. So if you're watching and you haven't clicked the like button, 7 more gets us to 30. Yeah, Ian, appreciate that. I know a couple of people that have COVID right now, and I know a couple that are hospitalized, so we want to send love to everybody struggling. Nobel Prize. 4 more likes to get to 30. Come on, everybody, come through. We need 4 of you. Everything is going well, Robert. Hope you're doing well. Any Bo Burnham fans in the house? So long. Goodbye. I'll see you when I see you. You can pick the street. I'll meet you on the other side. So long. Goodbye. Do I really have to finish? Do returns always diminish? Did I say that right? Does anybody want to joke when no one's laughing in the background? There's a lot of weird chords in there. So this is how it is. I promise to never go outside again. Some funky chords in there, Bo. Play some Elton John. That's another one I almost played when I was teenager, I was trying to learn that one. Don't let the sun go down on me, yeah. Everyone with COVID or family with it, I pray for y'all. Appreciate that, Robert. I know they appreciate it. I know COVID is running wild right now. Just in our area, we got schools that are having to go remote for the next couple of weeks because they got so many kids, or not just kids with COVID, but kids that have been exposed and are having to quarantine. And I feel for the kids. I feel for the kids because they are having to deal with all this. And a lot of the smaller kids can't even comprehend why they're having to stay home sometimes and all of this. And but yeah, there's schools around here that are going back remote. A lot of schools are back to requiring masks at school, which I think they probably should have been doing from the get-go, but whatever. They're doing it now. And, I tell you what, we got football games, high school football games that have been canceled because the team had outbreaks on the team. And I tell you what, you want to get people in the South's attention. Cancel the high school football games. That's how you know it's getting serious. If the high school football games are getting canceled, okay, you got our attention now. You had my attention from the get-go, but some people, they got to, for some reason, come around realizing that this is a serious thing. High school football games getting canceled. And I'm with you, Jordan. Jordan says I wouldn't have the self-discipline to learn through Zoom. Yeah, I agree. If this would have been me, if this would have been me in school, high school, and they put us on Zoom where you can turn your camera off, you can turn your sound off, and they just got to trust that you're paying attention. I'm just telling you right now. That song. I appreciate that, Robert. Somebody said something about Elvis. I actually did an Elvis. That's the first thing I did here today was an Elvis song. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Gotta be birds flying higher in a sky so blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can my dream come true? That's a good song. That's a good song. I know he didn't write it, but that's a good song. Who would you guys say? Who would you guys say has had a bigger impact on music and culture than Elvis? I mean, a lot of mixed opinions on Elvis. Personally, his singing probably just so-so. But I mean, you're talking about it's been like over 60 years since he had his prime, and now he's still a household name to this day. How long's he been dead? He's been dead for decades now, and yet people are still dressing up like him. They're still imitating him. They're still he's still a household name. People still collect Elvis stuff. What an impact. He was a trailblazer. But, Jonah, I think you have a point. And Robert also. I think if any artist could have given him a run for his money, it would have been the Beatles. Yeah, everybody's saying the Beatles. Me, personally, I think the Beatles, pretty much, if there's anybody who made a bigger impact on culture, music, and stuff, it was the Beatles. Again, you're still talking about the Beatles to this day. Two of their members are gone and have been gone for a while. Um, Ringo Starr is, 78 years old. Paul McCartney is 75 years old, still going strong. And you're still talking about the Beatles to this day. People are still. I mean, I'm 27 years old. I was born like 30 years after the Beatles showed up on the Ed Sullivan Show. And yet I know all of their songs. And they're like one of my favorite bands. Two of their members were dead by the time I was born. And I still know all their. I remember when their music finally dropped on Spotify years ago for the first time. And people just went crazy. I mean, it was like the number one trending thing, Beatles on Spotify. Their songs had millions of streams within like hours of being up because people are still listening to them today. They're still obsessed with the Beatles. Beatlemania is still running wild. And Jordan, you're right. The Beatles have sold more albums than anyone in the world with about 260 million album sales. I mean, they do. And you know what? You got to compare. You look at Elvis, and what about him still sticks to this day? And you see, it's Elvis was like he was, to me, Elvis was like a character. Like he was like a that when people think about Elvis, they think about the costumes, they think about the mannerisms, and all of the dramatic, like, what's up, Ben? All of the dramatic, like, stage presence that he had, the dance moves. Maybe you think about Jailhouse Rock or, Blue Suede Shoes or one of those songs that he did. But, like, with the Beatles, you think about the music. I mean, that's what you think about when you think about them. They weren't the best singers in the world. They weren't the best musicians in the world. But, man, just song after song after song after song after song. That's what people are still talking about. When people talk about the Beatles, they don't talk about their outfits or their hair or how good looking they were or what anything like that. I mean, they're still talking about Hey Jude. They're still talking about Eleanor Rigby. That's what they're still talking about. That's amazing. I mean, can you imagine? And it makes you ask. Here's another question for you, chat. Who in music today is going to be like that? Who's going to be the next Beatles, Who's going to be the next artist that down the line we're looking at and saying, man, look at them. Robert, that's a good point. Hey, Michael Jackson was too. Michael Jackson was special because he could do it all. He had great songs, obviously an unbelievable dancer, an incredible performer, and his singing, I think, was underrated. His singing was kind of overshadowed by the theatrics and the music videos and the dancing. But, he kind of had it all. Michael Jackson, I'd put him up there too as being one of those artists that just, we're going to be talking about him forever, because there's nobody else like him. Kelly, I do think that Pentatonix has kind of etched their place in music history because to me they were the first, that made it. Hey, we're one like away from 30, by the way. Pentatonix, they were probably the first a cappella group. They were the first a cappella group that I remember getting into. Fresh out of high school was when they came along, and it was like they were just as. What's up? Greetings from Brazil. It was like it was the first time that I chose to listen to an a cappella group in the car when I was driving around, rather than like music with guitars and pianos and drums and stuff. So I think Pentatonix will definitely, I say it on my reaction videos to them all the time, they're trailblazers. They'll go down in history. And I think they paved the way for groups like Home Free, Voice Play, and others to kind of have such an audience, because Pentatonix made a cappella mainstream. My mainstream a cappella music had a fan base, but Ben, we're pretty much just talking about music. We were talking about artists in the past that kind of made an impact that we're still feeling to this day. Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson. I think all of them were just like, wow. Um, I would say Eminem has become the Beatles of rap. That's an interesting take, Jordan. I think Eminem. I can tell you, as somebody who does not follow rap as closely as others do, I think Eminem was the first. When I think of rap, I think of him. You know, I think about him. I mean, who else would it even be? Like Jay-Z, you know? He definitely, I think Eminem definitely is probably in the rap genre has been one of the most impactful names they've had. I have not, Paul. I'll have to check them out. You're right, Jordan. I mean, Eminem in the rap community especially, he will be a household name probably forever. I wouldn't have a clue who will be the same as Elvis or the Beatles in the sense of longevity, and that's interesting because there's a lot of talent out there, right now. A lot of talented singers. I think. I mean, honestly, the name that comes to mind for me as far as mainstream artists that are out there right now that are like changing the game, and I didn't initially care as much for them when they came along, but I gotta say Bruno Mars. I think Bruno Mars, because when he came out and he had Just the Way You Are and Grenade and some of those uh, initial hits that he had. I didn't care much for those. I thought they were just kind of, he was obviously a talented guy, but it wasn't my cup of tea. But what he's been doing over the last few years, now that I feel like he's doing what he wants, he's doing his style, Silk Sonic. He's kind of doing that R&B. Hey, we hit 30, by the way, 30 likes. Now that he's doing that, I think you could see him as being kind of a Michael Jackson type impact on music because he's kind of got the whole package. He's entertaining, he's coming out with catchy stuff. He's a really talented guy. I didn't care much for him when he started, just because I didn't care much for his music. But what he's been doing over these last few years, you can't deny. Ed Sheeran, I think Ed Sheeran, yeah. I mean, he's kind of low key. Ed Sheeran's kind of low key. He doesn't have that big personality. But neither did the Beatles, though. I mean, the Beatles were very. I think that's what made them so like. I think it's what made the Beatles more appealing to people is that they genuinely just didn't. It's not. I'm not gonna say they didn't care, but like they didn't. It's like they didn't even enjoy the fame, you know. Um, but Ed Sheeran, I love Ed. I think Ed Sheeran's a very talented guy. Taylor Swift. That's in it. Now that's I can't argue with that because Taylor Swift already has longevity because look at how long she's been doing this. Her first big song she had was that song "When You Think Tim McGraw." That was when she was in country. I was in middle school. Like I was in middle school when that song came out, and look at what she has done over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like from her country career, she crossed over. Now she's kind of doing kind of that folky type stuff. Like she's here to stay, no doubt. She's here to stay. She's here to stay. My dad mentioned his favorite band, Three Dog Night. I'm sure some of you have heard some Three Dog Night. Yeah, Taylor Swift. I think she'll be one of those. Yeah, Taylor Swift will probably be one of those in the future. And I also would say because of how kind of similar to Bruno Mars, I think Lady Gaga. I'm a big fan of Lady Gaga. She's an incredible talent, and she kind of got away from that crazy image that she had with the wild outfits and the stage presence, and then she turned into she started using her talent more. She just started saying, here's my voice, and so kind of started with that A Star Is Born movie when she got to just not be so like in your face. But I love love Lady Gaga, and I think she's making a big splash too. Obviously, how long she been around? She's probably been around as long. She's probably been around as long as Taylor Swift has at this point. You know, I mean, I'll tell you what about Sia. And Three Dog Night, second bestseller to the Beatles in their day. I tell you one that I just thought about the other day because I did a reaction video to her. What about Kelly Clarkson? Nobody ever talks about Kelly Clarkson, but like, how long has she been doing this? She won American Idol in 2002. 2002. That's been nearly 20 years. And she's got her own talk show. She's had her own movie. She's had a hit after hit. I mean, she's very under the radar, but like her music's still getting played all the time. So there's a ton of artists out there that are getting, they've kind of made a splash, and they're still making a splash in the music world. She has, yeah. Kelly Clarkson is one of those. She can cover any genre. Somebody mentioned Billie Eilish. Yeah, I mean, Billie Eilish is definitely one of the biggest names right now. She's kind of a newer name, and we'll see, I think a lot of these artists, they get a couple hits, and then I think they purposefully go away. I think they don't want, it's a weird time to be famous right now. Whether you're an actor or whatever, Jordan says Kelly Clarkson's definitely the most successful talent show winner. I think, other than maybe Carrie Underwood, I mean, I don't think you can argue that Carrie Underwood has, especially in country music where Carrie Underwood's existed in a country music era where people kind of get lost in the shuffle because everybody sounds alike. She has stayed very relevant throughout all that. So I think Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood both probably. They probably got to be the most successful talent show type people, other than maybe Jennifer Hudson. I mean, Jennifer Hudson, and Kelly typed that right as I said it. Jennifer Hudson didn't even come close to winning, but she's been successful in a different way. Obviously, her music's not getting played on the radio, but she's won an Oscar. Like, she's a household name. She's the star of the new Aretha Franklin movie. Like, I would definitely say, I'd say Jennifer Hudson ranks up there. And it's funny because she didn't even, somebody mentioned being a runner-up. Jennifer Hudson wasn't even close to winning. Whitney Houston, I mean, for my money, I think Whitney Houston's one of the best singers that there's ever been. And definitely, definitely ranks up there in terms of sheer vocalist who, I think it's reasonable to say that when people think of like the all-time best singers, especially in mainstream pop, I think Whitney Houston is probably one of the top people that comes to mind. Do people still think that Billy Ray Cyrus' daughter, I think you meant to say, is living off of him? I think at this point Miley Cyrus is probably, she's carved her own niche. I mean, she had those couple of years where she was out there and people were like, whoa, what's wrong with her? But, Wrecking Ball was a good song. That's the thing. That's what I hated about how the video was so controversial. What I hated about that more than anything was that it took away from the fact that it was a good song. The song was very good, and she has a very unique voice, but the theatrics and the craziness distracted everybody from that, and that's why I didn't understand all that. Paul says part of it is due to the fact that the winners of the talent shows are locked into a specific contract that doesn't give them as much artistic freedom. That's true. That's true. We've seen that a lot of times. What was his name? He was from Birmingham. Taylor, I almost said Taylor Swift. Taylor Hicks. He was very vocal about the fact that he didn't get to do the type of album he wanted to do because of that contract, that if you win, you've got to work with them and do what they kind of want to do. Yeah, we talked about Pentatonics a little bit ago, Scott. They've kind of carved, they've blazed a trail for a lot of artists. Yeah, but Miley Cyrus, I think she's probably carved her own niche at this point. She was kind of viewed as his daughter for a while, and I think that was part of probably why she went so out there with her image, because she wanted to get out of that I'm Billy Ray's daughter. Too much music these days is just over-sexualized to suit people. Popular music played in nightclubs. Maybe. George Strait is the best, most underrated of all time. I mean, listen, George Strait broke a lot of records in music, period, with his sales and everything. What's up, Pigeon Power? Um, yeah, I mean, George Strait, if you're talking about country music now, George Strait ranks up there. Uh, Britney, I'm assuming you're talking about Britney Spears, will go down in history, but unfortunately for the negative side. Yeah, I mean, this stuff going on with her now is kind of taking on a life of its own that's much bigger than music, right? I mean, this stuff going on with her is, just about human decency at this point. Yeah, Scott, we're just kind of running down some of the big time artists over the years that have made an impact, and Pentatonics I think belongs on the list because again are kind of they made acapella, like they grew the audience I think so much. Um, but yeah, and somebody the guy that brought up George Strait, again I think George Strait in country music especially, who's done more? I mean, Garth Brooks, I guess, in recent memory. I say recent memory. Garth Brooks, probably 20 years ago at this point. But Garth Brooks, hey man, he big deal. Garth Brooks, I think, has sold. He broke some records on the Billboard music stuff that still hadn't been topped to this day. So sometimes country music it flies under the radar, but like some of those country artists they explode. But I don't like I don't tend to like when a country artist tries too hard to be like some other genre. I don't like when I turn on country radio. I want to hear country music. I don't want to hear a country artist trying to be pop. What do you think of Jack Johnson? I haven't listened to much Jack Johnson, unfortunately. I've heard some of his stuff. I'll have to look him up. I enjoy talking about this kind of stuff with you, though, guys. Better Together is a great song. I think that's one of the ones I've heard. Talking about these music artists, though, I mean, for those of you that are like me and watch wrestling, it's kind of like talking about the biggest wrestlers. I mean, to me, you've probably got like Elvis would be like Stone Cold, or Elvis would be like Hulk Hogan, and the Beatles would be more like a Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're like the first two you think of in terms of artists that just changed the game. And Michael Jackson probably like The Rock, you know. Are we talking about still? Phoenix. We were talking about big time artists that just kind of, even if they're gone and not with us anymore, they kind of made a lasting impact on music. We talked about Elvis and the Beatles and Michael Jackson. I think some of the best singers are Southern gospel music singers. David Phelps, Brian Free, and Assurance. I'll tell you, David Phelps probably, for my money, David Phelps probably is one of the best in the world. And he's my label mate. He's me and my family's label mate with Stowtown Records. Brian Free and Assurance, hey, we love Brian Free. Who would AJ Styles... AJ Styles' musical equivalent would be probably like Garth Brooks, probably. Because AJ's like a country guy, so I would say like Garth Brooks would be the musical equivalent of AJ Styles. Or, no, you know what? No. Garth Brooks would be Shawn Michaels. AJ would be like a newer country guy, like a Keith Urban, maybe. You know? Zach Williams. You talking about the like Chainbreaker Christian music, Zach Williams? What a hit he wrote. If you're talking about that guy with Chainbreaker, what a hit for him. Jeez. George Michael. Paul says George Michael will surely go down in history as one of the best singers of his time. Oh. Interesting name. Interesting name there to throw out. Zach Williams, man, Zach has been one of the bigger names in that contemporary Christian world for a couple of years now. That Chainbreaker kind of started it, and then he did that one. He had that song with Dolly Parton that did really well, and he's got a unique voice. It kind of it has that country flair to it, but it's still kind of, got that kind of rock and roll feel. He's doing some good stuff, no doubt about it. If you got chains, he's a chain breaker. Our church still sings that one on Sundays sometimes. You need freedom. Stay safe, Kelly. Old church choir. Ooh, that's an interesting. I got an old church choir singing in my soul. It's all about Zac Efron. Zac Efron? What? Gotta get your head in the game. My dad said Elton. Yeah, Elton John is. Elton John's one of the best. You're talking about somebody who just had great songs. Great songs. Elton John. Man. Rocket Man. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. Man. He's still going to this day. He's still. Queen, obviously. Queen's one of my favorites of all time. And, I mean, I think their catalog's underrated, too, because they had so many good ones. And then right under that, Robert asked who my favorite band and singer was. My favorite band is the Beatles. Freddie Mercury's one of my favorite singers. Whitney's one of my favorite singers. Some of my favorite singers today that are, like, going today, Tori Kelly, Jennifer Hudson, Tamela Mann, Scott Pentatonics, There's so many that come to mind. I can't even. It's gonna be a long time. Chester Bennington, yeah, what a band. I think, yeah, he was taken from us too soon, Chester. I think any people that I went to school with, even if they didn't have that emo phase, everybody knew who Linkin Park was. God, they had some good songs. Yeah, Linkin Park. I was talking about them the other day. Yeah, Freddie Mercury. You combine his voice with their creativity. Jeez. What was I just thinking? My favorite Linkin Park song that I'd forgotten about was and the sun will set for you. The sun will set for you. Anybody know this one? And the shadow of the day will embrace the world in gray, and the sun will set for you. I love that one. Austin Brown, really. I mean, especially as far as singers that I have learned about since I started doing this channel, he is just incredible. What a wonderful voice he's got. Dirty Loops, gosh, Dirty Loops. Really, I listen to him all the time. And the shadow of the day will embrace the world in gray, and so Shine Down. Ooh, I hadn't heard Shine Down in a while. And sun was set for you. Yet the sun. Elton does rank up there. I've been listening to you since the reaction to Home Free, and I'm a home fry. Scott, I'm 27, knocking on the door of 28 here in a couple of weeks. September 15th, I turn 28, and it's looking like I'm going to get a niece for my birthday. My niece is her current due date is my birthday, so she's stealing my thunder, guys. Dang it. Shine Down. What was that song they had? Tell my mother, tell my father, I've done the best I can to make them realize this is my life. I hope they understand. Shine Down, man. I hadn't listened to it in a while. Simple Man. Yeah, they did a version of that. And be a simple kind of man. Second Chance. Yeah, that's the name of the song. They did. They had that one though. I dare you to tell me to walk through fire. Tell my soul and draw me alive. Probably, Paul. What are your thoughts on the saxophone? I love the saxophone. We need more saxophone in music. Creed. Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is gonna change. I'll take a breath. The tears of joy stream down my face with arms wide open. Under sunlight, welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. With arms wide open. Well, I don't know. Man, people make fun of Creed all the time, but if you know when Creed comes on, you gotta sing along. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be. I'll hang it on, created lane. I don't know the words. Down and down with arms wide open. Under the sunlight, welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. Man, that's such a good song. With arms wide open. Somebody said Kofi was live and I needed to go crash his thing. So let me do that real quick. Is he still on? Nope, he's not. Dang it. I was gonna bother him. Ian just turned midnight here in the UK. Sadly going to have to say good night. Good night, Ian. Thanks for hanging out with us and got to listen to Creed. They had so many good songs, and people give them such a hard time. You know, it bothers me because they had that one that was hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now, now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. I love it when you're... Yeah, Emily, my fiance, thank you for saying that. Nickelback. And they're another one. People give them a hard time. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? Oh, come on. Don't act like you didn't all have the Nickelback CD if you're my age. Their music was clean. Probably why they got grief. You talking about Creed? Yeah, Creed really was. They had clean. Like, they didn't really embrace that explicit type. I do love a Major 9. Queen, they're one of my favorites. Hey, we're 4 likes away from 40, so if you haven't liked, if you haven't clicked the thumbs up, do it. I haven't listened to much Stained. Hey, well, it has me at 39. Did somebody unlike just to be a troll? Well, we're sitting at 1 like away. Oh. Sometimes in our life, we all have pain. Hey, that's 40. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. That's one of my favorites. Bill Withers also sang. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And warm when she sunshine when she's gone. She always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Bill. Want her this time when she's gone. Once again, guys, just like yesterday, this is sponsored. This live stream is sponsored by Room Spray. Can somebody please? My roommate's mother made this and put it in our apartment. It is in a very obscure bottle, and with Sharpie on it is written Room Spray. I'm afraid to spray it, you know? It smells like icy hot. Yeah, it smells like icy hot, but it looks like chocolate milk or something. Whoop. But that's the sponsor for the live stream. Room Spray. See you later, pro. I'll have to check it out, Scott. Dad's right. I don't know who that is. Since my dad's on here, as I said earlier, all of our music is on digital platforms. Played our new single, current single earlier. Wasn't very good, but I did it. Room Spray, now with more room scent. Room Spray. Yeah, can you imagine walking through Walmart on the cleaning aisle and you just walk by and see that on the shelf? Oh, I'm going to give me some room spray. That's not weird at all. That doesn't look disturbing at all. Yeah. Well, my fiance is supposed to be coming in any minute, so I'm kind of just waiting on her. I saw you say something about a long the train there, and it made me think of Josh Turner. There's a long black train. That's way too low. There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. I don't want to do too much of that. People tune in and be like, I don't want to see any of that right there. All right, I'm done bothering with the light. I'm just going to turn this one on. I'm just going to turn that one on. I'm sick of dealing with it. Jeez. The youngsters don't know what they're missing. I don't know if anybody recognizes that, but that's the theme song of The Rock. Yeah, I did some originals earlier. It's kind of how we started all this. Did some originals, did some covers, talked about music. What a day, you know? What a day! Hope everybody gearing up for a good weekend. Stay safe, everybody. Why don't you get a YouTube channel and react to people our age? There you go, Scott. There's the idea. Is there one song you wish Home Free would cover but they haven't yet? I mean, pretty much any of them, you know? I think they do great with some Beatles stuff. Y'all be sure to be thinking about it. I mentioned some earlier that... wait a minute. Could it be the one whose own mother invented room spray? Roommates in the house. This is in his blood, folks. This right here. It's in his blood. Room spray. It's a way of life.
Still trying to campaign for...
I'm campaigning for room spray. Gotta, you know. He's not the inventor. He didn't invent it.
CEO.
He perfected it. His CEO. His mom invented it. He just reaps the rewards. He gets to smell it in the house. In the apartment, rather. Ronnie Millsap is one of the best. One of the best. What happened?
I'm just thinking, what a dumb merch idea that would be.
Room spray?
Just a t-shirt with that bottle on the front.
That's what it's going to be. See you later, Andrea. That's what it's going to be. The next t-shirt featured on the channel is just going to be a picture of this.
Buy one, give it to my mom. She would die.
Oh, I got to do that by Christmas so you can give it to your mom Christmas Day. Mom, I got you a... what if we just started selling room spray? You can buy a bottle just like this one.
Complimentary bottle with the t-shirt.
Yeah, a complimentary bottle with the t-shirt. Room spray. Fills up the room. Paul says he would buy the t-shirt. Paul says he would buy the room spray t-shirt. I could absolutely do it. I could absolutely do it. Just send a picture of this to a designer and be like, I need you to draw this.
They'd go, what?
Paul also says he would buy room spray. I could start featuring it in every video. This video brought to you by room spray. Jordan says do it. That may be the next marketing campaign here on the channel. Room spray.
Little do they know you hit 100,000 subs and this is your first sponsor.
Yeah, this is the sponsor. I wonder how many people would think I was serious if I started everything. This is actually brought to you by room spray. You spray it in the room and
you're done.
Everything. Yeah, that's the end of the experiment. Just spray it. And Dad said to let it be half full, just like this. When you send it, it's not even full. It's just half.
Make it not even like a fragrance thing. Make it like a bottle of magic.
Yeah.
Like you go in your room. I need to put up my clothes. Well, just get the room spray.
Yeah. Hey, don't bother with that Febreze. Just spray some room spray. There's no need for Windex. It's for everything. Just.
Oh, I'm out of gas.
Wolf Slayer 91 says Wolf Slayer says they would buy it for fun. Wouldn't care what people thought. That would be part of it. If you're gonna buy the shirt, you have to like post a picture wearing this. Oh, Jordan. Jordan said stoners will buy it to cover up the smell for $4.20. Sell the shirt for $4.20. There we go, Paul. Room spray is in fact the ultimate COVID deterrent.
I need to tell Mom to tune into your live stream.
Be like, hey man, I was exposed to COVID today. Hey, don't worry about it. Come over here. Gosh. What if, well, I don't know what she put in this, but what if it turned out that like this could like destroy COVID? She'd be a billionaire. Ma'am, how did you think of this? I just put some stuff in a bottle.
I really
Got a Sharpie and wrote room spray, and now I've ended COVID. Yeah, Febreze is full. This, you don't need a full thing. You just need half. I mean, it looks like chocolate milk. I kind of want to take the top off and just see, but.
purple.
Oh.
I mean, you can pour it in a cup.
Speaking of purple, we didn't even talk about Prince earlier when we were talking about artists that changed the game. Spray the COVID away with room spray today. Yes, that's the tagline. I think people are so desperate to get rid of COVID that if you just started advertising, I mean, it wouldn't be any more bizarre than horse medication, you know?
You want to shoot a commercial for room spray and post it on the channel?
I mean, that could be a big thing we could start doing. Every Saturday, there's a commercial for room spray. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. That means, dude, we should do a live stream, but make it like a telethon for room spray. Call now. We've got callers standing by. Oh, man.
Have mom just make 1,000 bottles.
Yes. Man, that chicken smells good. I don't go live every day. I go live a couple days a week, whenever I can. Billy Mays style. R.I.P. Billy Mays. The OxyClean man. Call now. Okay. Well, my fiance's here, everybody. So that's my cue to leave.
Where y'all going?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to help her get her stuff. Thank you guys for joining me. Take it in, soak it up. Bye, everybody.